Hello there. My name is Jaiye Bynoe. You on the Jayman Show, which is on WBCA 102.9 FM, Boston's local community radio station. My guest today is Ryan. Is Ryan from Sister Act 2. He is a producer, songwriter, recording artist. He does it all. And he's just on having a show, Ryan. And so how you been?
Oh man, I've been amazing. Thank you for having me on the show.
Absolutely. I mean, because I first came to know you from Sister Act 2 with Whoopi Goldberg, and then they did the group City High, and I was like, wow, this is going to go far, It's like, and just to have it on my platform, it's just an honor, So thank you for coming
Yeah,
on.
likewise. Thank you.
Okay, I guess I'll start by saying is what got you into acting, and what made you want to be an actor?
I actually didn't have any dreams of being an actor. I was trying to get a record deal at that age. I was working with the manager and I was recording demos and doing shows, talent shows, things of that nature, performing at the Apollo, things of that nature. And I was trying to get a record deal. And it was through my pursuits of a record deal that an executive A&R at RCA Records at the time named Kenny Ortiz, he found out about the auditions for Sister Act and told me that I should go and try out. It really wasn't something that was even on my radar. I was just a young kid trying to, be the next Tevin Campbell.
Yeah.
And so I went to the audition. And I mean, it was like a dream. I landed the role. I couldn't even believe it. It was the first thing I ever auditioned for in my life. So to land that role and it was like, okay, I guess I'm an actor now.
Yeah, but like I said, brother, you are a wonderful athlete. I mean, you sing.
Thank you.
I mean, I love just singing the moves. Like my mom, like, wow, this kid's gonna go far. It's like if I could just.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So what was like working with Lauren Hill and the cast to start too? What was that?
Oh man, it was an amazing experience. I mean, Whoopi Goldberg. Let's just start there. I mean, she's the queen, right? She's a diva. I mean, she's one of the only actors to have an EGOT, the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, and the Tony. So, I mean, working alongside of her was extremely intimidating. I'll tell you that, especially for me being a young kid from New Jersey, my first time in Hollywood. I was just like on pins and needles the entire time. I learned so much from her as far as like about professionalism and being on point and just handling your job and executing at such a high level. So I always have a special place in my heart for Whoopi Goldberg. And then Lauryn Hill and the rest of the cast. I mean, my God, I'm working with some of the most talented people on the planet. At that time, I didn't know that they were going to, go off and become mega stars, but I always knew that I was around some extremely, extremely special talent. I always knew that. So it was an amazing experience, man. Amazing.
I bet it was. It seemed like one of them. I could just tell the camera shot and stuff was so just sun down.
Yeah.
I could just tell. I could imagine.
Yeah. It was magical for sure.
I can definitely imagine. And I hear you're also in a group called City High. What was that like being in City High?
Correct. Okay, so in the group City High, that was myself along with Claudette Ortiz and a brother named Robbie Pardlow, and we're all from the same town, Willingboro, New Jersey, out of South New Jersey. And so we knew each other from around town. They were working on solo projects at the time. I was working on a solo project at the time. And then it was through a gentleman named Ken Joseph, another gentleman named Marvin Thompson, who knew us all, who were working with us separately, and said, hey, why don't you guys come together and form like a union, kind of like Making the Band. Remember Making the Band on MTV?
I sure do.
So we were going to do something like that. Wyclef Jean and Jerry Wonder had a new label called Booger Basement on Interscope Records, and they were looking for young talent to sign. They had signed Robbie to a solo deal, but then when they met me and I was doing some writing for Robbie for his solo album, they were like, man, you guys should join forces. And then once we did that, we brought Claudette in just to add like that kind of Fugees dynamic, because we were working with Wyclef, of course. He kind of wanted to create the next baby Fugees. Yeah. So we put that thing together, man, and it took off. It was an amazing experience.
I know, because I think I saw you guys when you came to Boston. You guys put on a great show, and I was like,
Yeah, absolutely. I remember.
I remember, yeah. And it's like, wow, I hope this. Hope this people stay together. So what happened? I mean, so what happened to the group though? I mean, did you guys disband? I'm working so projects,
Yeah. At the time we were just really young, and a lot of the success and things came at us fast. And, you know, we just had like some inner turmoil in the group, just being young kids away from home on the road, dealing with the life, you know, and all the things that come along with success and rock and roll, you know what I mean? So the group, you know, we disbanded. Claudette and I ended up getting married later on and had two beautiful children together. So that's kind of how that life went. And then, you know, we all just kind of had to make our way. I continued to write and produce for different artists like Will Smith and Usher and Justin Bieber, Chris Brown and such. Yeah. And so I just kind of continued on with like an amazing writing and producing career. So, and then Claudette went on to do like some acting things, some plays with Tyler Perry, TV shows with Tyler Perry, things of that nature. So it's just been a hell of a ride, man. I'm just so excited, and I just loving life, bro. You know what I mean?
I definitely hear it. Like life seems to be enjoyable for you definitely know. So what's
absolutely.
What's in store for you now? Are you working on any new projects, any albums or movies coming out?
Absolutely. I stay writing for different artists, producing for different artists. Working with James, Luke James, Usher, Chris Brown, a bunch of new artists that are coming out as well. So yeah, I stay busy, I stay writing, and then I also released some of my own solo material last year during the pandemic. It was called Songs for the Lockdown. I released 10 volumes. I released 10 albums, bro, like in 10 weeks. Yeah, I dropped the album every Friday for 10 weeks in a row during the pandemic. So that was fun, just to like, you know, give the fans something and to just kind of like stay sharp with my craft and to just stay on top of my skill set. And I'm getting ready to drop some new music this year as well.
Oh, right. I definitely came to hear, you know, definitely sounds great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So how did being COVID affect you? How did COVID-19 affect you, even being shut down?
Wow. I mean, it affected me kind of like how it affected everyone else. Lost some loved ones.
Oh my God.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, lost some loved ones. And, you know, obviously work slowed down, had to figure out some other things. Travel slowed down. So, you know, just being stuck in the house, couldn't travel and stuff like that. But so it definitely took a toll on me. But I just stayed busy. I stayed hopeful. I stayed healthy and just got back to it. You know what I mean? Kept pushing forward.
Yeah, that's all you can do. I definitely hear you. Okay.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So this is the Jayman Show on WBCA 102.9 FM, Boston local community station. My guest is Ryan Toby, a wonderful musician, songwriter, producer, and author of Society 2 now. So just having a conversation. Okay, Ryan. So I guess my next question to you is, what advice can you give artists that want to be the next Ryan Toby? You know, that want to follow you?
Well, there's many facets to what I do. You know, it's like, so if they want to be me, they would have to be more specific as to what part: the singer part, the rapper, the producer, the writer, the engineer, the actor. Like, you know, you have to clarify that question a little bit.
Okay, also maybe an actor, a producer, or a singer-songwriter artist.
No. You just named all of them.
Yeah.
That's not specific at all. So, I mean, for someone to follow in my footsteps, man, I would just say, I mean, there's a few things you have to take into consideration. You know, I put a lot of hours into my craft, into the writing. I've been writing, I mean, since I was 7 years old. I've been writing, I've been singing, I've been rapping, I've been working on my craft. This is not a fly-by-night thing for me. I got my first gold record when I was 16 years old. I take this very seriously. So I would have to say you have to have been working on your craft at a high level, not just, you know, a bedroom level. A lot of people make some songs in their bedroom, they play them for their friends, and they think, oh, I could be a superstar. And it's like, nah, man, you have to have been doing it at a high level, working in a recording studio at a professional level, performing, doing shows, as many as you can at a professional level, knowing how to work with a crowd, knowing how to command a crowd, knowing how to rock a show, knowing how to put a show together. Vocally, you have to have been with the vocal coach. You have to put time in. You have to know your craft and have been working on it at a high level. That's my first piece of advice. Second piece of advice is you have to get in an environment where what you want is happening. A lot of people want to be, you know, a superstar. They want to make it in the industry, but they are living in an area or part of town where there is no music scene. There are no shows going on. There are no managers looking for talent, and there are no agents looking for talent. but yet they want to blow up. How?
That's true, yeah. That's true.
You know what I mean? If I'm a realtor and I want to get into high level real estate, how can I do that if I'm living in a small town?
I guess that's
I have to go where high level real estate is and where high level real estate customers are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would say that location is important. You need to put yourself in an environment to be discovered, right? And you have to have, when you present yourself, you have to realize that you are a product, you are a brand, you are selling yourself. So when you present your music, once you get in an environment to be discovered, you have to have something that, you know, is worth someone's time and their money and their energy. You know what I mean? So those are some of the main things. Obviously, I could go on forever, write a book on it, but I mean, those are some of the basic things. I would also say, utilize what you do have. A lot of the things I just named, you may not have access to those things. So then you have to ask yourself, what do I have? You have to take inventory of what I do have. A lot of things are done online these days. A lot of recording software is purchased online, sold online. You can, I mean, honestly, to make something that sounds fairly decent, all you need is a laptop and a microphone, you know what I mean? But you got to know what you're doing. Study, listen, and take seminars, learn different things about mixing, recording, learn how to record yourself, learn how to take pictures. You could do so much with just your iPhone alone. So you could promote yourself. You could shoot videos yourself. Use your social media platform to promote yourself. Reach out to your friends and family. Get them to stream your music. Get them to get more people to follow you and engage with your audience. You know, it's a very hands-on DIY, you know what I mean, type of environment that we live in nowadays. So it's about doing it yourself, taking your career in your own hands. That's how I feel. Don't wait for anybody to come along, you know, as the magical music business genie and just ding, and now you're a superstar. You got to make yourself a superstar. You feel me?
I do. Yeah, that's some wonderful advice. You know, I definitely understand. You know, I guess you got to sell yourself and make sure you have what it takes. I guess, you know, that's what comes down.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Oh, wow. So, so what do you see yourself doing? Yes, you know, still doing singing, acting down the line.
Absolutely. I'm still interested in that, but I'm also looking to do other things just to get into other avenues of business, looking at other investments, real estate, stocks, etc. Just trying to, you know, diversify, because it's all about having multiple streams of income these days. You know what I mean? So I'm just looking to like invest in new businesses and invest in real estate, and possibly even looking abroad outside of the US at just different opportunities, investment opportunities as well. So I feel like music is in my blood. It's something that I can do, I love to do, and I'm always available to do it. Acting, I've been working on a few projects that are, you know, kind of top secret right now, but I'm definitely tipping my foot back into the acting world. And just, you know, content creation is key these days, creating my own content, things of that nature. I'm really big into health and wellness and fitness. So that's like a big component of my life and what I like to present to the world. And so, yeah, I mean, I can always do the music. That's like always kind of like in my back pocket. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, life is good. This is the good part of the movie.
It definitely sounds good and fantastic. I can definitely taste myself.
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah. Did you go to college?
Briefly.
Yeah.
Very, 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 very briefly.
Yeah.
It's very briefly. I learned very quickly that you know, the college life just wasn't for me. I'm a free bird. I'm a free spirit. So being cooped up in classes and having to turn in reports and stuff just wasn't really up my alley.
I actually finished college this year, you know.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Got my social media liberal arts, you know. So yeah, so
congratulations.
So I figured, you know, just so I something to fall back on, you know. So, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah. Good job.
I'm thinking about going my bachelor's, but we'll see, you know. But more, because I know that more I learn, the more I learn, right? You know, more I know.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah. So, you know, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what inspires you? What gives you inspiration and hope?
What gives me inspiration with what?
I said, well, what inspires you? What gives you inspiration and hope and creativity?
Wow. Just life, just the world, the life. I like to just take in everything around me. I mean, conversations inspire me. New music obviously inspires me. Cool movies inspire me. Good books inspire me. Just different engagement, energetic engagement and exchanges that I have throughout the day in my travels, meeting different people, hearing interesting stories. All of that inspires me.
Yes, yeah, wow. And what do you like to do? So, what do you like to do for fun when you're not working? What do you like to do for fun and travel?
I love to travel. I
Mm-hmm.
love traveling abroad. I love traveling outside of the US. I'm big on staying out of the country. That's my thing right now. I just want to stay away as much as possible. So, going to different countries, learning about different cultures, learning different languages, trying different foods. That's where it's at for me right now.
I definitely hear you. I feel you.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. So what do you think, what do you think we can do to make the world better, or change the world, in your opinion?
We have to love each other more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, we have to love each other and treat each other better.
Mm-hmm.
I think the world needs to learn tolerance. We have to tolerate people that are different from us, and try to see what we can learn from people that are different from us instead of trying to change people that are different from us. And I think the world will be a better place when we learn to look for what makes us similar more than what makes us different, and really acknowledging and respecting our differences. That's a good thing that we're different. It's a variety. If we were all the same, like, how boring would life be if everyone was exactly the same?
Yeah, that's true. I get all the time.
Who wants to live in a world like that? I like that you grew up different than I have, and you have a different perspective on life. And then you may, have grown up on different cuisine, and you speak another language. You have a different outlook on spirituality and all of that. Like, I like that. How else can I learn? I get bored fast. So if you were the same as me, and everybody I spoke to was the same, I'd want to move fast.
I hear you. Definitely.
Yeah.
Are you in California right now? What's warm?
Yes.
I hear that,
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to get down there because I don't like the cold weather. So so you're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying Southern California. Has been good to me.
I can tell I'm trying to get trust me. I'm trying to get there. Trust me. Like either there or Florida. Out of the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So how can we contact you if you want to get in touch with you on social media? Are you on social media?
Yes. Yeah. You can follow me at Ryan Toby Ryan.
Okay.
Really on all platforms at Ryan Toby Ryan.
Oh, really cool. And I guess one more question before you go. Do you plan to come to Boston anytime soon, or any more traveling? What's the world?
I don't have Boston on my schedule, like, as of right now. But who knows? You never know what may happen in the future. Yeah, I could be there.
Yeah, definitely. Because it's definitely not on talk to my brother, and hopefully we can meet someday.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds good, man.
Thank you. This is wonderful. I hope to hear from you soon. And God stay blessed. And
you too.
God bless you. I appreciate your time. Brother. So good to honor meet you.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
all righty.
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye.